Bloggo's POW.
Right, this year is the 40th anniversary of the release of the Sega Master System. God blimey, what's going on with this time then? So in celebration of this, I'm going to play some of the games which are the most important to me, as the Sega Master System was the first console I owned. Right, so first off, we're starting with Outrun, and I know I've covered Outrun on Master before, but this was the first Master System game I ever played. And it was back in the PCW show in 1988, I'm going to say. I don't know the years, or you know the years. Anyway, so you can choose your music. Yeah, so we're going to go Splash Wave. That's how I roll. And this was on display at the Virgin Mastertronics stand. I will say I'm playing this in PAL mode because I was going to use my original Master Sarsons to record this, but I didn't have the right SCART lead for it, so never mind. Anyway, so yeah, we're playing in PAL mode because that's how things rolled when I had my first Master System. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, Virgin Mastertronics stand at the PCW show, like I say, 1988. They had this set up, a few Master Systems set up, and nobody was touching them. Of course, the video game landscape then in the UK was very much still based around the 8-bit computers, with the 16-bits starting to seep in a bit. Console gaming really wasn't quite a thing yet. And this was on display there, and it had the rather unwieldy Master System Power Stick as its control, and I found it unusual that you press the button to accelerate and you push up and down to change gears. Oh, that was weird. Up and down on a Commodore 64 version of that one's accelerate and brake. Oh shit, and we've totaled it because we have. Alright, and off we go again. But yeah, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised about it. It just seemed unusual, something alien and weird from another world. Japanese developed games. Well, of course, no stranger to the arcades, but to see a conversion to the home that originated in Japan, I think it was probably the first time I encountered it. Like I say, it was definitely the first console I played. So, yeah. But this is a nice version of Outrun. I do like it. It's very nice, very nostalgic to me. But yeah, in PAL mode, the music does sound like it's limping along. But I did boot it in NTSC mode, and that seemed to be going too fast, so it's not really a happy medium. But this is still playing very fast. And it's following the route of the arcade game quite closely, at least the world version of the arcade game. So that's always nice. Oh. We'll get a fork in the road again any second. No, another couple of dangerous corners to take care of, and a green Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah, here we go, fork in the road. I always go this way. The only times I've finished out in the arcades is by doing this course, the right hand turn each way, which apparently is the hardest way, but it's the only way I knew. Don't know why I decided on that, but that's the way it went. But it did seem a faraway concept, the Master System, because it was a whole new console. The games were potentially expensive, and God knows where you'd get them from, because I buggered if I knew any games down my way that were selling them. So of course that would change, and Master System games were available in the high street stores before long after this. I didn't get the first Master System until, I'm going to say 1990, I think, maybe 91, where I found one for sale in a classified newspaper ad. Do you remember classified newspaper ads? I would say comment below, but I think it's probably more apt to write into a newspaper and put a statement in there saying that you remember classified newspaper ads. So do that instead, or comment below. I don't know, it's newfangled modern stuff, isn't it? This is easier than I remember it being as well, probably because I'm playing in POW vision, but hey, it's fine. Again, I've got off on a stupid tangent about random shit nobody cares about, but hey, isn't that why you're here? You're definitely not here for my gaming skills, that's for sure. 10 seconds left. I'm probably not going to make the next checkpoint, am I? Oh, maybe I will. No, 4 seconds. Splitting the road. No. Game over. So, yes. There's our entree, if you like. Outrun for the system. We do like that. It is still very good. Oh, look. It's a nice little map as well. Fantastic. So, yes, I got that Master System. And it came with a few games, Hang On being one of them, and curiously enough, it came with Hang On, which came in a double pack cartridge with Astro Warrior, a cartridge I've not seen since. Every Hang On double pack seems to come with Jungle Hunt or something like that I've seen since, or Pitch Pot is the current one I have. Oh shit, bloody hell, I'm rusty with this. But yeah, it came with Astro Fighter as well as Hang On the double cartridge. Yeah, not seen one of those ever since. I'll probably buy one out of nostalgia should I eventually come across one. But hey ho, never mind. And I was just astounded back then that how goddamn smooth this game is. I mean, come on, today's standards, it's looking a little tad basic, isn't it? But if you compared the frame rate on this with, say, something like Super Hang On on the Amiga, which was the benchmark I was going by at the time, Super Hang On the Amiga was nowhere near as smooth as this. It had a lot more trackside detail in that, but no, it was nowhere near as smooth as this. And this does control really well. Again, once you get past the up and down to change gears, which again sort of fried my tiny little mind. Just about squeezed the extend play there. So yeah, this got a lot of play back in the day, as did Astro Fighter. And it's now a staple. I mean, it's a must-have if you've got a Master System. You really do need Hang On in your collection. I think it's law. Yeah, that's another thing. The system I got was boxed with, like I say, with this and Astro Fighter as a double pack in. It also had Snail Maze on it. Good old Snail Maze. If you do some kind of button combination while turning the system on. And also it had the joypads with the little screw-in joysticks that were missing, but the joypads actually had the little holes for them. So that was sort of nice. Not that anybody actually used them, did they? Can't imagine them being particularly ergonomic. The thumb being quite high off the joypad probably didn't give particularly responsive controls, but I could be wrong. Like I say, I've never used one, so it doesn't seem to make that much sense for me. Oh crap. Yeah, it does feel really good. For essentially a game that is a digital joypad controller, you do seem to get a lot of control over the bike. It feels responsive and a lot of gradual sort of... what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of graduality, is that a word? It is now. to the steering, it feels like you've got complete control over it if you're not humping the rumble strip like your mum. Oh, and we're game over. Oh, what say we're game over? We just about made it into the nighttime level. In an explosive style. Yeah, I'm not going to be making this stage in any hurry, am I? Shame it hasn't got the music from the arcade game while you're playing. But hey ho, that's fine. You can hum it along yourself, or you could just dub it on afterwards. There we go, me supplying music where the 80s console couldn't. Excellent. Oh, boom. 6 seconds left. Not going to be making this one. Nope. Yep, so hang on is a Master System essential. I wasn't going to do this, but let's quickly go across to Astro Warrior. Yay! This again, never played this before, and it was a bit of a surprise to find out, oh, it's an upward scrolling shooty blast. We like upward scrolling shooty blasts here at the POW. And this is a very short game. It's only 3 levels before it loops, and it's pretty much Star Force, but via Sarster. And that's not a bad thing. It has got weapons in it as well. So look, there's one there, and that's a speed up. You seem to get more weapons the more of the background you destroy. So it's possible to fully power up if you really break through these ground targets. And all the alien patterns are all very much repeated, at least on this first level. I do remember the second level having some really annoying bouncing popcorn shit, and if we get far enough away, we will see the really annoying bouncing popcorn shit. Right, got ourselves an option. Avoid that speed up because I don't want it. Another option, yeah, and now we're pretty much fully powered up now. It's going to keep on throwing the speed ups at me, by the way, I think. But hey ho. We're probably going to get to the first boss. Which, if you're following certain people on Twitter, I think, the name will be familiar. Oh yeah, giant wagon wheel things. KP Space Raiders. Actually KP Space Raiders. Here we go. Boss time. Watch me completely screw this up. There we go. Warning, destroy Zanoni. I want to do that. He's a very nice man. There we go. Yep, surely we revise Zanoni because he makes YouTube videos still. I haven't seen him around for a while. If you're still out there, Zanoni, pop us a comment, will ya? Anyway, annoying popcorn shit. Fuck. Last time I played this was, I think, through a challenge 8-Bit Boy put up, and I couldn't clear this level when I used to be able to do it in my sleep. But these bouncing UFO things on the side are really irritating because they will come in at the side of the screen that you are furthest away from. Meanwhile, squid things, because squids. Now I'm on a bit of a roll, but I'm not going to play all the way through the game, and next time I die I will turn it off, or I will turn it off anyway, because in a unprecedented move, I'm not going to do 4 games. I'm going to do 5, and the next game is going to be the other game I got with that bundle back from the classified ad in the Isle of Thanet Gazette. Right, are we coming across the second boss now? You know you are, because the starfield at the back just stops dead in the middle of space. Like that. An area of space so dark not even the stars there, because that's Nibiros lives here. And this basically is a Gradius boss. Shit, there we go. Yeah, okay, so the next game I got for my Saster was this. Yes, Action Fighter. Another game I've not heard of, so you know, you play what came with the games, so let's have a go. So you start with a timer, and the timer essentially gives you infinite lives while the timer cuts down. So first mission to sink some submarines from Express Order of El Presidente. BM ready, yeah, I couldn't be bothered to put my name in. So what you got here is a little Spy Hunter clone, which is not a conversion of an arcade game of the same name, because it looks nothing like the arcade game, and I've just run into the back of an ambulance or something. But I already have the A power up. Now you get A, B and C, you turn into a car, and that makes things are slightly easier because it can take a bit of a hit. Oh no, we want to slow down for the Sega truck. Oh, that was close. And now we've got some rockets as well, so we can blow some more shit up. Excellent. Including ambulances. I probably shouldn't be causing this much collateral damage, but never mind. There's a D there. Yes, we got it, and went into the central helicopter! Central reservation. Helicopters drop bombs, and I crash into a wall. Yep. But you do keep the car, I believe? Yes, you do. Excellent. I'll have lost my super forward firing missiles. Oh, we'll have them back though. You can pick up anti-aircraft missiles for the helicopters as well, which I do next. I believe next time I see a Sega truck, that will be it. But I might get the E, which I just did. E's are good. And auto gef. Right, so that means helicopter. When I reach a certain point in the stage, something magical will happen. Might not be magical. Oh, we'll grab that, and this will allow us there we go. I'm busy concentrating on shooting the helicopter at the sky. I've crashed into another wall. Luckily that time is still going down, so I've still got 600 odd seconds of free lives, and hopefully in a moment we will reach a point where a pretty transformation happens. Helicopter. Oh, here we go. Bolt on some rockets, and that's enough aerodynamic enhancement to turn your car into an aeroplane. And so now it turns into a Xevious clone. This is fine. Shoots. And it's this bit here where you get to the boss and have to helicopter it, shoot at it. Some fun little cloud effects back there. That was nice. You can shoot stuff on the ground, like this poor sap here in his car on his way to work. Or these tanks that can only fire in 45-degree increments. Take that 45-degree tank. Oh, I missed. But yeah, this is nifty. I really have a lot of time for Action Fighter. Again, probably because it was like one of those first Master System games. I would never have bought it out of choice, you know. I would have looked and gone, oh, I can't be bothered to play a Spy Hunter clone. But, you know, you've only got 2 or 3 games for a new system, you're going to make the most of them. And I've just crashed into something in the clouds. Not normally a problem, that, actually. Weird. Oh, there's a flag. I can't remember what the flag does. It's a bonusy something or whatnot. And those are apparently a life raft, those things there, and you can drop bombs on them if you want to be really, really nasty. Right. Can't be that far off the submarines now. Ah, crap. Luckily I've still got some time left. How much time have I got left? 6 seconds before my lives kick in. Oh, crap. Oh, poo. Yep, I don't think we're going to have a happy daytime trip to see the historic submarines that El Presidente wants me to sink. I mean, seriously, if you're going to try and get somebody to sink some submarines, why would you send some idiot in a flying car? Oh, here we go. Submarine time. And you can only use your ground attacks on them, and then you die. Ha! Yep. Still like that. So, lastly, we are going to have a look at the R-Type on the Master System. Now, this, I saw a review of it in Mean Machines, and I had to go and get it. Big R-Type fan. Already had it on the Amiga and the Commodore 64, but I had to have it on the Master System as well. And a damn good game of R-Type this is too. It's a bit flickery in places because sprites and stuff. And again, I'm not used to it being this slow because more recently I've been playing at NTSC speeds. But, you know, if you watch the beginning of the video, you understand the reasonings. And if you haven't watched the beginning of the video, why are you watching it halfway through? Bizarre. I'm not even halfway through. This is probably the end of the video, really. Sorry, spoilers. And it's all here. Everything's a little bit twee and a little bit smaller, but generally speaking, everything here is exactly where it should be. I've been having a bit of an R-Type renaissance lately. I played through R-Type Final on the PS2 a couple of weeks ago, save states, and enjoyed it a lot more than I remember enjoying it before. And now I've got R-Type Final 3 on the PlayStation 5, and yeah, it's fine. It's essentially R-Type 2. Final 2 with some more bells and whistles on it. And of course last week I played R-Type 2 on the Game Boy, which I wasn't particularly impressed with. But this is excellent. Right, let's beam up, let's shoot the magical weak spot. There we go. Tidy. And because you've got more space in this version of R-Type, it's a little bit more forgiving on the gameplay front. So, you know, that's always nice as well. Let's reach those iconic, they remind me of Zoids or something, those great big claw leg things. Right, time for the dobbly-dobbly-dops, or whatever it's called. Well, back in the arcades, as we called it, the first boss. Because nobody knew what it was called. Easy time. Right, let's get some stage 2 in. Yeah, it's a very brave approximation of stage 2 graphics of R-Type. That background is there and it's distinct enough to be separate from the foreground, but always a bit of ugly blocking going on in there, but you know, that's fine. This is an 8-bit machine doing its absolute level best. Nobody mentioned the PC Engine. Come on you guys, out you come. Oh, I was hoping to get 4 in there. Have you ever had 4 in you? Yeah, everything's just a little twee, a little small. These lobster things really should be about 3 times the size as they are at the moment, but okay, it's fine. Now this is where the flickering is going to start to kick in, because it's a great big floaty snake thing. Yeah. Flickering city, I'm afraid, but it's not, I mean, it is pretty distracting, but the snake goes in such a pattern you know where it's going to be, even though half of it sort of disappeared, but that's fine. Right, so we're on to the second boss. Now this boss I am going to skip through by the magic of editing, because it is one of the most boring bosses to actually watch somebody play. I mean, you can just sit here and just let it just play out. I'm not going to do that, but I'm also going to cut past it. Probably about now. So we're on to stage 3, the iconic battleship stage. Which obviously takes up a hell of a lot of screen real estate, so they had to fade the background out. Yep, force pod on the back for this bit. Let's have these pesky gun turrets. Well, this one's not quite so bad. It's probably going to kill me now I've said that. No, these ones on the back of the ship, well, it's technically the front of the ship, will go through your force pod. So, like that. And also, they will respawn as well, I believe. Not that we'll give them enough time to do so. Shit, I probably should have gone for that. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Yeah, probably should have gone with that. With other versions of R-Type, the red ripple laser thing has enough of a spread, like your mum, to take care of the gun turrets on there, but on this version it's a little bit more lacking. There we go, nice and easy, lemon squeezy. Now I was hoping I'd get to this stage, stage 4, because there is a Master System exclusive bit here, so hopefully we'll get to see that rather than die horribly. You know, could go one or two ways. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Up here at the top, one of these holes has got a secret level in. I believe it's the second one. Yes, there it is. Oh, my memory's still there. And this is the R-Type, sorry, the Master System exclusive level. Which actually he's going to have a bit of a rebirth because RoboZ's up and coming Mega Drive version of R-Type has got this as a level in now. And oh my god, what an amazing addition to the game to have this, which was added by Compile. As I said, for the Master System version, it was a secret stage on that you could access on level 4. Now, I'm wondering if when it's completed, you will access it the same way as this. I don't know. But yeah, this is interesting to have something of an exclusive level of R-Type. Never seen before, and only not officially seen since, unless it's R-Type Final DLC potentially. Exclusive to this version of the game. It really is really nice. Design-wise, it's not fantastic, but new R-Type content, people, for all your Master Sarsons. Yeah, and I have now played R-Type for far too long to keep any of you interested, and that was the most interesting thing to say about it, at least from a layman's point of view. So Yeah, R-Type on the Master System is really good, and to be honest, one of the most manageable versions of R-Type if you find yourself a bit of a shoot-'em-up spanner. So there we go, my pick of the Master System games which I played when I had the Master System. What Master System games do you Sarster? Comment below.
Subscribe or naff off.